Hello, it's Colette. Thank you for coming to my channel. I've got a wee book review for you, and I really do like it. It's called The Possibility Exists, ... One Man's Search for Freedom, and it's by, I believe, Ewan or Ian Scollard. I'm not sure about the Irish name. I think it might be Ewan, but it's good. I'll read the bump on the back. In 2004, Ewan Scollard trusted his intuition and walked away from a six-figure salary. The Possibility Exists is a practical and sometimes humorous book at how his concept of self was broken open and how he learned profound spiritual and philosophical concepts from unlikely sources. Ewan says, the possibility exists that you will enjoy the searing honesty of my writing, sprinkled with Irish humour, deep wisdom, fun and foolishness. But then again, the possibility exists that you'll throw your hands up in the air and proclaim that this is the most boring book you've ever read. As you can tell, Ewan avoids taking it all too seriously because, as he says, self-help can become obsessive and can actually be a hindrance to your enjoyment of life. I like this, man. I like the outlook of this book. I really do, and I've thoroughly enjoyed reading it. I review quite a lot of self-help books, and they are good, and a lot of them are very straightforward. A lot of them are quite harrowing in places as well. The language of this is funny, it's humorous, but it brings big concepts and lets us understand them. Because they're said in a very conversational way, which is fantastic. So kind of what it's about. It's about the possibility exists, actually sitting in the now and allowing your brain to be in the now, but realising that because you are in the now, that every single possibility exists, that you could be this, you could do this, you could do that. And then it works with I think some psychology of the brain that tells us, no, you couldn't do that. No, you're not good enough for that. No, you can't. That possibility isn't for you. And it keeps bringing it back to this, the possibility does exist. And, for every moment that we're in life, the future isn't, it's there for the making. We can't tell. I say I'm a clairvoyant, yes, so yes, we do try to predict what will happen in certain situations. But for the individual, me sitting here just now, there's a possibility that this video might not work. There's a possibility that it could be the best video I've ever done. There's a possibility that Ewan might love it and give me more books. The possibility is there, and the possibility exists. And I've really enjoyed it because at the moment in my own life, I'm moving forward to possibilities that I wouldn't have considered maybe 5 years ago, possibilities that maybe are about how to incorporate your the way that you work with health issues, with the feelings of not letting people down, etc. And it's a really good book. It's come at a fantastic time for me. Now, each chapter has a case made for different things, how to, work with your mind and understand the way that your mind works and the way that the thoughts come to us, that the brain kind of doesn't like change, so it'll keep us in our place, and or the mind rather, because there's a lot of where is the mind, and there's a lot of research going on about that in the moment. Now, each chapter has kind of notes with it, and also has exercises for you to do, to put in I should, I'm not, whatever enough, I'm worried that, and then exploring them. And these are in every chapter. So he's telling you a wee bit about the brain, he's telling you a wee bit about the spirituality behind it. And then he's giving us all an exercise to do. I've been doing them, I've just not been writing them in the book because I want to be able to pass the book on to someone else that I know will really benefit from it. So it's fantastic. Here's the one that came from his near-death experience, the exercise. Your layers and strategies of protection have many names. They are variously called programming, rationalisation, pretense, deflection, negativity, acting out, blame, fear, closing down, protection, projection, sorry, denial, holding back, etc., etc. Name one way that you pretend, and then what does it show about you? Be curious about it. Name one way that you judge. What does this show about you? Be curious about it. Name one trigger that gets you really annoyed. What does this show about you? Be curious about it. These exercises are fantastic. They're absolutely fantastic. You know, it's one thing to read kind of mind, body, soul and self-help books and think you've taken things from it, but we forget. We maybe keep a sort of generalization of the idea, but it's only when you actually interact with a book and put it into motion that we actually get the best benefit from it. And Ewan has done this in his book. I think one of my favourite chapters is chapter 6. It's called It Is What It Is. And the more that we could get our thinking into just saying, well, you know, it is what it is. This situation I'm in, it is what it is. It's not my fault. It's not your fault. It's not the universe's fault. It is what it is. And then work from that. And again, there's exercises and mantras. You know, I'm one for mantras. I love my mantra. My whole Menopause book is based on mantras. So there's you know, waking up and set your intention. Just for today, I'm strong. Just for today, I'm calm. And it's like, how do I want to be? Just every chapter builds on the other chapter to get you to evolve, understanding the philosophies and the mind, but really putting it into motion. So it keeps going back to the possibility exists. And I think that's a very uplifting, positive, fantastic way to look at life. All these possibilities exist, and it's our own mind that then gets in the way and says, no, it doesn't, you could never do that, or no, that's not for you, you're not good enough, you're not wise enough, you're not skinny enough, you're not whatever. This book really helps with it. So it's humorous. The writing is very, very conversational. I love his sense of humour. It's so funny. I think we would have got on great if we met. I just think he's very, very funny. But it's one thing to be funny in a book, but if you're funny but you don't have an understanding of the concepts, then that just doesn't work. So what he's got is a grounding, an understanding of life, an understanding of the mind, and a good understanding of spirituality, and then he tops that off with humour, and I don't think you can get much better than that. So yeah, it's January. This is my book for January. I think everything else will be measured up to it in the year to come, to be honest. I've enjoyed it so much, and you've helped me with a lot of things I've been thinking about and maybe been slightly negative about. And you know, I'm similar to you. I work with spirit, I work with spirituality, I've got self-help books out, but sometimes, you know, we need someone to kind of get us practicing things again, not just thinking about them, actually doing the exercises that are in this book. So what can I say? It's a cracker. Absolutely adore it. I'm going to keep it, refer to it. There's some family members that there's some chapters I'll be pointing out to them, and I think I'll go back to it again and again. It's an easy read because of the conversational way that he writes. Some of the concepts you have to sit and kind of go, all right, yeah, okay, yeah, oh, I see where he's coming from with that. And then something just clicks in your brain and you've got it. Anyone who's liked The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle will really like this book. The Power of Now is all the different ways of moving forward. This is almost a basis of that to get you to the Power of Now, I would say. They're both very, very, very good books for mindfulness and working with the moment, and also sort of breaking through your own barriers of no or negativity, or just staying the same because it's comfortable. There's lots of things that took me out with my comfort zone with this book, and I'm sure that'll happen for you too if you use the exercises. But in using the exercises, there comes an illumination that can then help you say, you know, the possibility does exist for that. The possibility exists that I can do that. Brilliant book. I think it's out now. And it's just one of these books that I certainly would refer back to. So thank you very much, Ewan. Really enjoyed your book, and it's definitely been fantastic January reading for me, just what I needed at this time of year. So thank you very much, and I hope you'll think about buying this book and enjoying it, and let me know if you have done that, and also what you thought about the exercises. It would be nice to hear things back on that, because I've benefited from them, and I'm sure you would too. Many blessings now. Bye.